it's chapters like chapter 531 of Bleach that make you fall in love with the series all over again and make you want to rewatch it from the beginning, because I feel as though Kubo connects a lot of different things to the past, and overall this, chapters like this once again just really make you get back into the series so much and get so much passionate about it. Well, me personally anyway, I could definitely speak for myself that, reading 531, I was just like going crazy enjoying myself, and just seeing the progression in different characters and where it all started. Now, first of all, I want to talk about Ichigo's mom. A lot of respect to her. A lot of respect to her, where she was like, I give it my all, and if I don't give my all and someone dies because of that, then I'm gonna feel messed up. And I just overall, I like Masaki Kurosaki from what I've seen thus far. I like her, and I think that in this chapter we've seen that her words are gonna change Ryuken a bit. He's gonna feel a bit different after seeing, like, wow, this woman stands by what she believes in and goes forward with it. Maybe I should like learn from her. And I think when he said that he's gonna suit up, he's gonna jump in the line of fire, and this is where him and Isshin are gonna meet. I definitely foresee that. The stuff with Aizen. Now, Aizen showing up at the very end, I kind of seen that because he said, I want to see this more closely. So I definitely foreseen that coming, towards the end of the chapter. And first of all, okay, another thing I want to address about the hollow, the giant looking hollow. Now, I have a strong feeling based off what Isshin was saying. He fights like a Shinigami, but he's a hollow. This is a hollified Shinigami, a strong one. Who could it be? Now, supposedly this takes place after the Turn Back the Pendulum arc, so this had to have happened after that. Now, was there a particular captain that disappeared? He seems as though, because he's giving Isshin the run for his money, and things are already heating up. It's a possibility maybe he is of captain strength, possibly a former captain or something that Aizen basically took and hollified. I don't know, but it's just really interesting to see. Now, I'd imagine Kisuke is around there, and I can't wait to see if Kisuke is gonna show up. I could clearly see Kisuke sensing Aizen and is like, "Yo, I gotta do something about this. I gotta go to this dude now." And this can be where they all meet up, where Kisuke, where Yoruichi and Isshin meet up. This could be the connection, and also the Ryuken connection. And everything. This could be the circle where everyone meets each other and explains how they knew each other and whatnot. Now, the whole thing afterward, because shortly after this, I'm sure this is where Isshin is gonna have to settle down and everything. I imagine his body might get messed up after this battle. I don't really know, because Aizen just showed up and slashed him down. So things is already gonna get heated. And I also noticed one thing, that Shinigami that was coming at Isshin saying, "Hey, what are you doing? You're breaking the laws. This is the area of the 13th division. What are you doing?" He kind of looked like that new Shinigami that Kubo was trying to push in the beginning of the arc. I believe his name was Ryunosuke. He kind of looked a little like him, so I found that a little bit interesting. Maybe coincidence or whatever, but I still found that nonetheless a bit interesting. And overall, this chapter is just like crazy battles, crazy foreshadowing. You got Aizen in the mix. And I just really want to see where things are leading up. I want to see Kisuke show up and once again thwart Aizen's plans, because obviously Aizen's plans don't go into full effect. Basically, it seems as though Aizen is just using this whole scenario as a test. He's using it as a test, and I can't wait to see what Ryuken is gonna do, because at the moment this chapter for the most part was really just like, got a battle and you got a setup for the next chapter where people are gonna obviously show up. Obviously, Aizen's not gonna kill Isshin right then and there, but I do think that whatever happens here is gonna affect Aizen. It's gonna affect Isshin's Shinigami body and possibly even his powers, because I feel as though this is where it's going to happen, where he's going to use that move that is either the final Getsu potential or similar to that, because we've seen that his move is apparently Engetsu, so maybe it's the final Engetsu or something, and that's where he's going to lose his powers or whatever. Maybe that's where Kisuke is going to take him in, and he's going to give him a gi guy, maybe a very good gi guy, whatever the case may be, because does he have kids? It's possibility, Ichigo's even adopted. We don't know that, but for the most part, Yeah, I know. I went a little bit too far. Went a little bit too far with that one, but oh man, this chapter was just really a good one. Not really too much to critique here and there. I mean, for the most part, it was just Isshin going into battle and Aizen showing up at the end with a little bit of in between with Masaki and Ryuken. But I feel as though Masaki is going to change Ryuken, and those words that she told him in this chapter definitely were important to Ryuken because he constantly thinks about the Quincy's. But how about thinking about using yourself to better your Quincy's and just overall, it was really powerful. I like Masaki Kurosaki. I think she's an awesome chick. I can't wait to see what's going to happen when she shows up as well. We're going to have an awesome chapter next week. I can't wait for next week's chapter because this one was the bomb, and next week is going to be even better. My rating for this chapter, very short. Oh, man. 4.5, maybe even 5 out of 5. I just love this chapter. I loved it. It was like, it feels like we're in Turn Back the Pendulum Part 2, except this is even more interesting because now if Kisuke shows up, we're gonna have Isshin. We're learning more about Isshin. We learned that he was part of the Shiva clan, and just overall, I want to see Isshin go all out, and I can't wait to see it happen because I know it's gonna happen. Because how else does he lose his powers? It's gonna be freaking epic. What do you guys think, though? Does this chapter, first of all, deserve 5 out of 5? I'm in the 4.5, 5. I feel as though it's a 5, but then if next week is even better, where do I go from there? So that's really where I'm leaning with the 4.5 out of 5, and just who, if that is a captain or Shinigami, because it seems as though the Hollow is a holified Shinigami. Who is that, if it is anybody? I can't really think of anybody. I can't remember exactly the timeline at this point. Was there a 10th Division captain prior to Isshin, but after the Turn Back the Pendulum arc? I can't really recall, because maybe it could be that person. But it definitely feels as though it's a Shinigami, and it's probably somebody we even know. So I want to see where that goes, and just overall, I'm hyped. I can't wait to see what Aizen's up to next and where this is gonna go. Freak it, 5 out of 5. I'm giving it. It was too good. It was too good. 5 out of 5. But yeah, that's all I have for this quick review. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Thumbs up for falling in love with Bleach all over again, because I feel like I'm gonna go grab my box set and rewatch this from the beginning. That's how much I enjoyed this. I want to see if I catch any of the stuff that Kubo is gonna use and foreshadow later on, because this chapter was just that damn good. That's all I have for this review. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. And as always, people, have an awesome day.